Good morning. It is Thursday, December 9th, I believe. It is just before 6 a.m. I have made it to campus early today so I can get my run in before it starts raining and then head into the office early to get my work done as soon as possible. I'm pretty tired today, so I'm hoping to front load as much work as I can because I have a couple of presentations I need to do today, so then I can just focus on doing those and just get through the work day. It's this last final push, I think, for work and for school, so I'm running out of steam, but I'm gonna make it. Hello, just checking in. So I went to go get myself a chai from our student-run coffee shop on campus, and I thought I would share with you the funniness of whenever I go to get a tea or any drink from like a Starbucks or anything, I always say Gabby, which is my sister's nickname, because Che or Chaylee is way too hard and it's always a whole mess. So unless I have a friend that is working the coffee shop, it's always Gabby.
Hi, it's Gabs, the other half of Slip Slip Sis. I am popping on for a little activity that I am doing during December. I washed one of my shawls and now it has this huge gaping hole in it. It looks like the yarn frayed is what I think happened, is that the yarn like degraded and then broke. So now I'm going to try and sorry, I have my colorful commentator next to me. I'm going to try and pick up the stitches and re-knit this brown chunk. The rest of it seems to be okay, but I have this huge gigantic gaping hole and a couple other gigantic gaping holes in my yarn, so I'm not really sure what happened. But that's what I'm going to give it a shot, see if I can fix it and pick up the stitches. I really don't want to have to rip the whole thing out and re-knit it. 1 minute lots. As you can see, I need to go to feed my child some snack, so I'll get you in a little bit later. Hello, so I am back from trying to fix my shawl. It ended up that like it was shredded in multiple spots, so it's a whole process. I finally ripped back everything. I have it here. So I've ripped back all the way to the pink on the shawl. Sorry, it's all flipped over. So I'm gonna have to re-knit this part, and I have all of this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 separate balls of yarn that obviously used to be one whole skein or a mini skein that somehow, I don't know if like moths got to it. We had moths at our apartment before we bought our house, so maybe moths got to it and I didn't realize it, or maybe it got caught on something while I was teaching. I don't know. So now I have to find the pattern again and re-knit this, and this one was a really tricky one to knit anyway. I think it's when I was still knitting English style, so it took me a really long time, and I was using needles that I don't use anymore because they were dull. I don't know, I think they were my Addies, and I'm not a really big fan of my Addies. The cords a little bit kinked and the tip's pretty blunt, so they don't work super great for me. So I also, silly me, did not write down the needle size that I used for these on the Ravelry page. I knit them like 4 or 5 years ago, so I'm not really positive what needle size. I'm just gonna go with 3s because it's a fingering weight, and I'm just gonna go with it. Hopefully I'm gonna put this brown stripe back on, recast it off, and this shawl will be usable again. That's the plan. So let's see if I can get this done. Hopefully I can get it done tonight, because this is now turned a finished object that's now turned back into a whip.
Hello, just checking in. It is about 6:50 p.m. I stayed late at work. It's pretty rushed right now, or we're in a rush right now to get some things moving forward. So just stay late on campus to get that pushed as much as I can before tomorrow. And then I am going to treat myself to some McDonald's for dinner because I have about still an hour to get home and I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna go for it. I love McDonald's fries, so it will definitely be a treat, and I will call my mom and talk to her on the way home, and it will be awesome. So I just got home from work, and usually when I have my long drive home, I talk to my mom. And I walked into my condo today and I'm like, Mom, it smells weird. And she's like, okay, Che, just go get your Lysol, your microban, and spray it. But it's brand new. I've never had to actually spray a brand new microban. So I'm like trying to spray it and it's like coming out kind of chunky, if you will. And I'm like, Mom, it's weird. And then she's like, just spray it around. And well, I sprayed it around myself. And so now I'm like, I think it smells better, but really I just engulfed myself in microban. So basically I'm wearing, microban number 5 as my perfume for this fine evening. And so she's like, does it smell better? I'm like, it just smells like microban, but I'm pretty sure it's just me because it's all over my coat now. So I just thought that was kind of funny. And that is how this evening is going so far. I'm just going to knit. I'm going to watch some Vlogmases and I'm going to knit. I don't have too much time because I have to get ready for another full day of work tomorrow. I'm hoping to go into the office early. So I'm going to go get everything packed, ready for tomorrow, lunch packed, gym bag packed, all of that. And then I get to knit. And that will be a wonderful close to this evening. Okay, I am comfy and cozy. You'll notice that my actual natural style is called comfort items. Anything oversized, fluffy, I'm here for it. So I know we got a comment asking about my card making and my Christmas cards. I haven't had time to make Christmas cards this year. Usually my craft station is right here and I have another table going long ways. So the die cut machine can go there. And that's where I usually do my distress inks, but I put that away to make room for the Christmas tree. So I don't think I'll get any card making done this December. Maybe I might bring some supplies home over break, but I think I really want to focus on my knitting. But I wanted to share some of the Christmas cards that I have that I've been preparing for presents and to go to folks this year. I don't actually have that many cards made. I think it may seem like a lot. I'm not totally sure. I know other folks have loads and loads of boxes of them, but these are all of the cards I've made so far. And then here are a few of the Christmas ones. I think they're all back here. Yes, you would have thought, oh, Shaylee, you would have prepared this beforehand. No. So here's one of them. This one's pretty simple. I think I got this tag on a present and literally just made it into a card. This one, my mom actually got the card from someone else who's a card maker, and I am convinced that the greatest form of flattery for a card maker is when you remake the card with the card that you got. So our neighbor made this card and I just thought it was completely gorgeous. I love the poinsettia on it and this font, and you can kind of see the embossed snowflake there. Love that. This this Christmas tree was a Christmas tag on a present, so I just took that off and made it into a Christmas card. This was from this cool snowflake front one, was from that same card from our neighbor. Again, gorgeous, definitely more advanced than I am. So I took that and then just added a little bit of embossing right there for a simple card. This card, I believe I made with my best friend from home, Michaela. I think we did like a virtual card making workshop together last year. Usually we do craft together over Christmas because we were still pretty heavy in the pandemic last year. So I just dropped off the card set on her porch and then we FaceTimed and we made the same card together, which was really fun. And then this one is kind of wintry, pretty simple. Just it's hard to see with the glare, but a little bit of embossing and some fun sparkle embossed ink. But that's pretty much, I think, all the Christmas cards specifically that I have made for this year. I already used up 3 of them for some presents before I got to show them. So hopefully I'll get lots of gifts this year that come with fun tags so that I can actually use them to make more cards.